Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. Coming up, we kick things off with this. Will Ospreay set to defend the International Championship against one challenger, MJF. They kick off Dynamite with the International Championship on the line. You get to that. Plus, two, we get to what's going on with the Bucks, the Elite. We know that they enroll Heyman Page to their main match for Blood and Guts coming up next week. Who are they listed? We'll get there as well. And then we're also too, you got to be wondering what Swerve Strickland got up his sleeve when he knows that Heyman Page is in this match as well. We'll get to that coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Plus, Britt Baker having issues with Mercedes Moné. We know Mercedes Moné will have a match coming up. All this and more when the Pro Wrestling Show starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kendrick Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right, we ain't gonna miss nothing right here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Let's not waste your time whatsoever. Let's get things crack-a-lacking here on the Pro Wrestling Show, AEW Dynamite Ring Report. We get things started with this International Championship match between Will Ospreay and MJF. What a match that was going to be. Will Ospreay and MJF did battle, and they did battle tonight. As you see right here, MJF kicking things off here. MJF kicking things off for the International Championship. This match was almost nearly an hour long, almost close to 45 minutes. But MJF and Will Ospreay put up a tremendous battle for the International Championship. As you see right here, MJF ground game to Will Ospreay. This all started last week when Will Ospreay issued the challenge that he wanted to meet MJF, and MJF accepted the challenge. And these two men have been at each other's throat, and this right here led to all this speculation of what went down and stuff, and how it's going to be going forward and stuff. Well, I tell you this. It tells you this right here, MJF taking it to MJF throughout the outside the ring. MJF trying to get himself some composure. Will Ospreay setting the table. He wants to go and scream, and he wants to do it and scream as well. He tried to do it. You see right here, MJF and Will Ospreay had a near draw throughout the whole entire match. Bringing each other up throughout. MJF and Will Ospreay took it to outside amongst the fans. Will Ospreay knocking down MJF, trying to get some licks in. Bringing MJF down. MJF don't know what to do. You don't know what to say. I'll tell you that right now. So we saw that as well. Being that way, you see right here. MJF going up top onto Will Ospreay. Maneuver on Will Ospreay. Ospreay taking it to MJF throughout the whole entire match. MJF trying to hit the elbow drop. And did so perfectly right here with the elbow drop. As you can see right there. Will Ospreay tried to get the color in. Will Ospreay. Ospreay taking it to MJF throughout the whole entire match. You see right here, Ospreay taking it to the sudden death match. Match ended, but Will Ospreay still retained his championship. But Will Ospreay wanted a fair fight. You can see right in the below Mercedes Monet taking on Nia Rose for the TBS Championship. Really nothing to show right there, but the match continue under sudden death rules under another 10 minutes. Will Ospreay tried to get some momentum in, but MJF found the way to pin Will Ospreay using the brass, his pinky ring, and got the 1, 2, 3. As you can see right here, MJF through all that, even he couldn't even breathe, won the match. MJF, the winner, MJF, new international champion. Ospreay the second, MJF the second man behind uh John Moxley to win the AEW World and International Championships. MJF the second man to win to hold those two championships under AEW's occupancy. They have a grand slam or whatever going on. So MJF won the match. This is far from over for Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay might have to want to get his championship back one way or another, but this is not the way he want to win. And Will MJF cheated. He knows he cheated. He knows it's gonna be a rematch eventually down the road, probably at Wembley. Speaking of that, Swerve Strickland won the is the world champion. Swerve um, meeting with the elite. Swerve meeting with the elite to discuss business for Blood and Guts next week. Swerve will be leading Blood and Guts with Mark Briscoe, the Ring Honor champion. Swerve, the AEW champion, and these two, along with the Acclaim, will the Acclaim want to be World Tag Team Champions again with the EVP. So you got a lot of ammunition going on, as you can tell, a lot of ammunition between Blood and Guts. But speaking on their opponents at Blood and Guts, they got showcased the elite along with Mercedes Monet. Like Okada is smitten with Sasha. Okada look like he wants to do Sasha Banks. Probably Sasha Banks might want to do Okada. Who knows? But Okada looks smitten, and Sasha Banks, better than Mercedes Monet, says she's glad that Britt Baker didn't show up in her match for the TBS Championship to be no distractions at the end. Well, we saw that Sasha went against Nia Rose, and Nia Rose told her, "You know who I am," and she tried to say she's a man. We get it, you a man, and you got manly strength and stuff, but you can't beat Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks gonna find a way to win. Mercedes Monet. Well, Mercedes trying to emulate Britt Baker with the glove and stuff, and won a match and defeated um what's her name? Defeated Nia Rose. But when Sasha was about to leave out, Mercedes, I meant to say, about to leave out. So you used to call her Sasha, but every now and then you'll hear me call her Sasha. A fan came out of nowhere, and that fan turned out to be Britt Baker. Britt Baker got her hands on Mercedes Monet and ran Mercedes out of the ring, out of the building. And I mean, ran out of the building. Security had to get out the way. I tell you that right now. Security had to leave and stuff. Clearly not want to be bothered with Britt Baker getting her revenge. And we'll see what Britt Baker gonna do. These women will meet, but throughout that whole entire match, Mercedes Monet was trying to showcase her abilities and stuff. She likes to call them as being the CEO and stuff. But Nia Rose, who haven't had a match in a long time, really showed who she once was. So hey, she she did. You know, that's it. We'll see. We'll see Nia Rose using that move. Who knows? She could probably be a future contender down the road. So we'll see. You see where Britt Baker revealed herself and try to go after Mercedes Monet. Security had to separate these two women. These two women stuff, but we'll see how it's gonna go. Well, Chris Jericho calls himself the learning tree, the learning, whatever the hell he want to call himself. Jericho came out there and talked about a lot, talked about he defeating Hook, giving Hook like bad things happen to bad people. Suki came out there and wanted to go. So Suki will get a shot at the at Chris Jericho's FTW title next week for blood and guts. So this should be a huge match. Monoa Masuki getting a shot at the championship next week. So we'll see what Masuki gonna do coming up. But he had the last laugh on Jericho. I tell you that right now. He did Jericho. Well, Mariah May came out there. She dressed up like her idol, Tony Storm. Many of you may recall All About Eve. You may not know what the picture is, but All About Eve was about her being an understudy. And I'm gonna watch that movie and get a good idea. 'Cause this is a little bit about All About Eve in all way. Mariah May dressed and looked just like the precise of Tony Storm. Came out there dressed up as Tony Storm, as timeless, and that Tony Storm character got over and stuff. Her being the women's champion, but Tony Schiavone said something real shocking, saying, "Speak, you know what?" And I'm like, "Oh God, Tony Schiavone at this age, he's in his 60s. He just don't care no more." And what he said, but I mean, Mariah May send a message that she wants to be the AEW Women's Champion. And she'll do absolutely anything to become AEW Women's Champion. She sent that clear, stern message that you normally see. Mariah May could be next in line of being the AEW Women's Champion if things go her way down the road. So we'll see. Well, it was the main event. The main event was the Rainmaker Okada. Okada went against Swerve Strickland, and that was a good match right there. Went against Swerve Strickland, but it should have had some stakes in that match. Should have been an advantage match for something, but they didn't do that. I don't know why they don't do that all the time. It could have been that way, but it should have been some stakes. Next time, hopefully they'll get it together. And we'll see with the stakes and stuff on how this is going to be. But Swerve, it was a no contest, but guess who came back out of nowhere? And it was let's see. Let me show you right quick. Let me show you right quick. Darby Allin return. Darby Allin coming back. Darby Allin mean business. And I think Darby Allin will get his hands on this man right here, Jack Perry. And what Jack Perry did right here, we can show you right here. Jack Perry attacked somebody, left them out laying. I think Jack Perry being in business. But Jack Perry, gonna get his hands on Darby Allin. And I think Darby Allin and him will meet one day, probably in Wembley. You already got matches lined up, so prepare you everything you need to know. But we'll see how this is gonna play out eventually down the road. We know Blood and Guts is next week. We look forward to seeing Blood and Guts next week, and we'll see which one of these two teams will it be. Swerve's team get the win over the Elite. We'll see if when Blood and Guts come your way next week from Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. All right, that ends the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. Let's move forward to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, we told you yesterday about Cody Rhodes speaking down upon AEW. Well, we know that Cody will defend the WWE Championship against Solo Sikoa at SummerSlam. That match will happen at SummerSlam in Cleveland. Cody set to defend the championship. We'll see if Roman Reigns will return. We'll see. But speaking of Cody, Cody has been a character in the of this. Someone tell me what this is right here. Warcraft or something like that. Gods or something. We see Cody Rhodes as a character, a playable character, as well as Rey Mysterio and Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley, a playable character as well in Modern Gods of Warcraft or something like that. They're playable characters. So Rey Mysterio, Cody Rhodes, and Rhea Ripley are playable characters. So we'll see how this is gonna go for this. Speaking of that, we know that Roman Reigns is training to get himself back in the gym. Roman is training. We haven't seen Roman since WrestleMania. He's in the gym training, so we could anticipate a return for him at SummerSlam between the tribal chief to be Seth Soul Sokoa in that championship match. So Soul thinks he's the new tribal chief and he's going to take the championship away from Cody. We'll see that coming up. Well, speaking of that, CM Punk, who you know is no stranger to AEW. Well, I tell you this, CM Punk has new merchandise and he got Nexus merchandise. And Wade Barrett is a little bit sternly mad on that. So you see a lot. You see, this was Drew McIntyre's issue in, chimed in on it and saying about what's going on with CM Punk. We know Drew is anticipating and expected to meet CM Punk at SummerSlam. But this is gonna be a grudge match. This has been a long build-up grudge match ever since CM Punk returned at Survivor Series. It's been building up since WrestleMania, since Royal Rumble. This has really been building up since Royal Rumble. So this is a long-term build-up match. It makes sense. It's going to probably happen this SummerSlam. So we'll see. All right. That's going to do it for the Pro Wrestling Show. Presents the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. We'll see you at Blood and Guts next week. Which one of these teams going to win? Team Swerve or the Elite? We'll see next week. I'm your host, Kendrick Dixon. So long. Thanks for watching the Pro Wrestling.